Welcome to the Grace Period, where we get real about attorney mental health and well-being and pull back the veil on the high-stakes world of big law. I'm your host, Emily Logan Stedman. In this demanding profession, it is crucial that we don't lose ourselves in the hustle for billable hours. Here on the Grace Period, we'll have honest conversations about striking better balance, developing coping strategies and better practice management, and destigmatizing mental health. It is time to prioritize our shared humanity, to find our Grace Period. Today is the very first episode of the Grace Period. With season 1, I hope to lay a foundation for what's to come in terms of both practice management, finding a place in big law, and destigmatizing mental health and well-being for lawyers. On today's episode, we'll start at the very beginning. What is big law? What is big law? Big law, in air quotes here, refers to the largest and most prestigious law firms in the United States. These elite law firms are typically headquartered in major cities like New York, DC, LA, Chicago, and they have offices across the country and often or sometimes internationally. Colloquially and in pop culture, big law often refers to the biggest firms in New York and on the coasts. But there is no strict definition and criteria. Many firms headquartered between the coasts share similar attributes with the big firms, such as size and revenue. Big law firms often employ over 1,000 lawyers and similar numbers of business professionals and support staff. Annual revenue is often hundreds of millions to even billions of dollars at the tip top. These firms have prestigious clients. Big law firms often represent Fortune 500 clients, banks, other significant businesses, and business people. These matters often relate to high-stakes corporate deals, litigation, and regulatory matters. You'll also see some white-collar work as well as trust and estates, or private wealth as they call it now. These firms also have intense culture. Big law is known for being a demanding work environment, often tied to a high billable hour requirement, pressure to earn promotions, make partner, find clients, and bring in revenue. These firms are highly profitable. Profits per partner range from multiple hundreds of thousands of dollars to multiple millions of dollars per partner or equity partner. Big law firms have elite recruiting. Big law recruits from top law schools and from top law student pools, hiring associates through a fairly competitive process. The American Lawyer puts out a scale each year, the AMLAW scale. This lists the top law firms in the country. They consider a firm's gross revenue, net operating income, profits per partner, revenue per partner, and partner compensation. For example, as of the date of this recording, my firm, Hush Blackwell, is the 42nd largest firm by number of employees and ranked 81 on the AMLAW 100 scale. We have 1,000 plus attorneys who practice nationwide and cover the full service of legal services, litigation, transactional, and more. The size of big law firms allows them to handle the largest, most complex matters across multiple jurisdictions and practice areas. Even so, there are firms that are what I call big law adjacent. These smaller firms are often state-based or regional, and they handle similar matters and assist similar clients to the biggest of big law firms. Sometimes these are called boutiques, meaning they assist the same types of clients, but in one particular practice area, such as litigation or intellectual property. Outside of big law are big law adjacent firms. Attorneys practice in many other firms or legal departments, including small firms, solo shops, government jobs, in-house or corporate counsel roles, public interest work, regulatory agencies, and other administrative or educational tracks. So, overall, big law refers to the largest, most elite, and lucrative law firms in major cities. These institutions are powerful and influential in the profession. The prestige comes with high expectation and demanding hours. If you are drawn to such intense and high-stakes environments, as well as name brand recognition or prestige, big law is the pinnacle, but To be clear, it is just one of many paths within the diverse modern legal landscape. Thank you for joining me on this very first episode of the Grace Period. I hope this discussion has provided some insight on what big law really is, what it means to those of us practicing law, and what it may mean for those of you thinking of joining or getting ready to join our profession. Remember, you don't have to sacrifice your well-being for career success or ambition. You can prioritize self-care, set boundaries, get support, and ultimately survive and even thrive, both in the law and in big law. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. That is the path to our grace period.